Hey, what's up? It's Curtis Edmond, president of Into the Body. We got another good one. This one's really good. How to plan your day effectively. Schedule like a pro and get things done. Let's get started. So it's basically 2 times you're going to want to schedule. Day or night. Nighttime is, I would say it's better. If you do it right before bed, you'll have a little bit of time to think about it, so you can plan and visualize how the day's gonna go and how the schedule is gonna work out. Plus you already have it set up for you, so that way when you wake up, you don't get caught up in I'm running late or I'm doing this or whatever. But if you can't do it, if you miss it at night, the best thing to do would be first thing in the morning when you wake up, because you really want to do it first thing in the morning, because that way you can still kind of plan your day out and you don't get other distractions coming towards you that ruin that plan. So yeah, and that's what happens basically when you plan in the morning. If you don't plan in the morning, that's what basically will happen, is things will get thrown at you and distractions, and you won't even have time to make the schedule, and next thing you know, you're in the middle of the day and you still haven't got to your schedule. So first thing in the morning, but I would say anytime you have at the end of the night, I would try to schedule the next day the night before, because that's probably when you're going to be like the most focused, so you can just get up in the morning and already know what needs to be done. The next question people will probably be asking is, what do I schedule? This is really an individual thing that depends on your goals and what your priorities are. If something, let's say you like to take your dog on a walk. So basically, you could be like, well, I'm going to wake up at 6:30 in the morning, take my dog for a 20-minute walk, every morning, or just maybe, 4 days a week when you feel like it could be put in the schedule and that's something you can do. Now you have it scheduled, so now you can take action on doing that. Yeah, so you wanna put things in that you normally wouldn't put in a regular day. So that's why I said also come up, ask yourself, what are your time blocks? What I mean by what are your time blocks is, let's say you work, so for sure at work you're going to be there from 9 to 5. So where do you have time before and after that you might not be using your time wisely enough? You can go to 7 o'clock and put 30 minutes of an activity there, or 7 o'clock you can prep meals for the next day, and then during work too, let's say you get a 15-minute break. Okay, this 15 minutes I can check emails, have a snack, just what it really depends on your priorities and what you're trying to do and what your goals are for you. That's really for you to figure out what you're going to fill the time with. But I suggest it be something that's going to make your life feel a little more fulfilling. Like I'm doing this video right now, something I've been wanting to do, so I schedule it into my day, and then that way I know, okay, on these mornings I can do a video, On this day I can post it. So schedule like that, and just fill in the blank spaces. When you have blank spaces, you can fill in some stuff. And if there's anything like, oh, I've been wanting to do poetry again and I haven't been able to do it, and then you see this time block where there's this block with nothing filled, and you say, well, I'm always watching TV during those 30 minutes, or I'll end up doing something else, and you've really been wanting to do poetry, so you can spend 30 minutes instead and schedule a time to do poetry where you can either read about it, write some, go online, look at different types of poetry set up, and just kind of mimic it and make your own words. Anything to have fun with what you're doing. As long as you plan your day effectively, you're gonna get things done. Because once you have this schedule, all you have to do is follow it, because you already have the plan laid out, so that day can be accomplished. You can see it, you visualize it, you know it can be done. You have no excuse at this point. Once you schedule your days, you have no excuse at this point to not get things done. So, tonight, before you lay in bed, go ahead, find where you have time tomorrow, write down what you could be doing during that time, and wake up and follow your schedule. And do it every night for the next 7 days and see how it works out for you. I'm sure amazing things will happen. I'm glad to have shared this gold information with you. And I think you should like, subscribe, comment, share the video. You know how to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button below the video. Comment. Let me know what your first scheduled day is going to look like. And like this video if you think this was helpful in any kind of way. And share it with a friend, because they might want to hear this too. Schedule your day and get things done.